everyone, today's the day. It's the final tour of Jellybean KIDCORE Halloween Island. I'm really sad, but I'm excited at the same time because it's been a fun, awesome journey, don't you think? I've loved every build, every video. I loved making it all. It was so much fun, and you guys have been so supportive and so lovely with your comments and subscriptions. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. And that reminds me, if you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on my video for a start, and why don't you go and hit the subscribe button? Come and join the Jellybean family. We'd love to have you here. Now we're gonna get on with this tour, and the first thing we need to do is look at our map. So here it is, the finished map. As you can see, I've got my little pumpkin pond there in the middle. It looks so cute. And the residents we have are me, Matilda, Static, Nan, Pietro, Kiki, Boot, Lucky, Lobo, Tabby, and Cherry. And I've loved all these villagers, and I've loved building all around their little houses. It's been so much fun. As we walk around the island, if there's any areas that you really like the look of and would like to know how they were built, I have done a few speed builds on this channel, so definitely go and check out some of my other videos if you'd like. And here we are at the entrance of my island. I did do this in a speed build, and as you can see through there's some creepy little eyes in a cave, and I think it's so creative and so amazing. The person who created this code did an amazing job. And here we are at the resident services, and KK Slider is here, and Boots, Static, and Tabby are enjoying the music. And we are just going to look around at the back here, and as you can see, I added some pumpkins there for extra decoration. I really like them there. They look super fun. They kind of bring in the whole Halloweeny vibe, right? We're going to start by going to the right side of resident services though, and here is a haunted house. Now Lucky bought this house off Tom Nook. He said it was just a normal house, but me and Lucky really do believe that it's haunted. So Lucky's been clearing out the furniture at the moment. You'll see it by his house in a second, but it's very haunted, and I think this well is haunted too, but we shall see if any spooks pop out from there. And I've decorated this area with like candies and made it a bit overgrown. Most of my island looks overgrown. You'll see that and notice that as we walk around. If you head up this ramp here, this will take you to Lucky's house, and I decorated Lucky's house to look scruffy because he's a lazy villager, so I can't imagine him keeping his garden very tidy. But if you walk down here as well, it's like a trail, and you've got like kind of a camping out area. Well, not camping, it's a little fire pit area, that's right. And also you get a nice view of that haunted house from over here as well, and I really love how this area came out. It's really nice to sit here and take photos, so definitely take a photo here when you come visit my island. Oh, if you do take photos of my island, please be sure to tag me on Instagram. If you use Instagram, I can't wait to see them. I love seeing people visit my dream address. I think it's so cute and so much fun to see all your photos. And here we are, we just sat down here, you know, showing where you can sit, since in my video for Nan, I think Tabby decided to sit on the floor even though there was 2 cushions. Well done, girl. And we'll carry on back up to Lucky's house, and we'll actually check out his yard now. He has a little swimming pool because I feel like, because he's a dog, you know, dogs like water most of the time, so he wants to go splashing and, you know, making water puddles everywhere. And here he is. He's hiding behind that music thing that I don't really know the name of and can't really pronounce. I never know the name, do I, everyone? But we're gonna dance with Lucky just here because it's so cute. I love him. Oh no. Excuse me. Excuse me, please. I cannot get through, everyone. We need to push through. Shove. We shoved our way through. We did it. We got through. So all is good. But here's some of that spooky furniture that Lucky has been moving out of his spooky house that he bought from Tom Nook, and I didn't leave a stick there. You didn't see that. Hi, Lobo. Hi. Here's our little werewolf, our resident werewolf that's constantly a werewolf. So he's just a wolf, right? He's a werewolf. It's fine. Now, here's an area that no one has seen yet, unless you follow me on Instagram. You've seen a couple of photos of this area, but this is Nook's Cranny, and unfortunately I didn't have anything recorded for Nook's Cranny because what I had recorded was just terrible. I couldn't do anything with it, so I didn't release it as a speed build, but I can show you what it is now. And I had that cute little picnic area over there, as you saw, and around here past the petrol station for Tommy and Tommy's little tricycles was their little pumpkin patch where they can grow their own little personal pumpkins. Nooklins. Now the kind of main theme for this area was that the Nooklins have built a maze. They built a little straw maze. This took a very long time to build, but it was so worth it. And as you can see, I've added like pumpkins and lights, and I've dropped Nova Star frags around, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I used the hay beds for most of it. I know some people who've done the mazes have used the straw fence, but I wanted to use the hay beds because I just preferred using that. As you can see, I used the straw fence there for that little bit, and yeah, I like how it's come out. And this little area that I'm in at the moment is kind of a viewpoint area, and also somewhere where if you go the wrong way in the maze, at least you can stop, you know, have a picnic, get some snacks out the vending machine, have a look around as well. And over there you can see Matilda and Jerry's house, and we'll be heading over to their houses a little bit later in the video. But we're gonna go back through the spooky maze, and we can walk over to this side, and there's actually another viewing point area just up there over the train tracks, and you'll see where there's train tracks in a minute. But this is probably my favourite viewpoint area because it really feels like there's a big forest in the distance, and that's kind of what I was going for. And that there is Static's house right next to Cherry's. And we're going to carry on down through the maze, and we'll go left, and this is why I have the train tracks, because over here we have a small little spooky train station. I decided on building this here because I had a train track code, a really cute Halloweeny one, and I was like, what can I do with that? And I thought, you know, I've got this space here, this area, so I'll build a little train track, and you can actually ride the little seat train here, and you get a nice view of that forest in the background as well, and it's really fun. Unfortunately, none of my villagers have ever sat there because not many of them come up here. I think it's because, you know, their houses aren't up here, so maybe that's why. Even though we did see Lobo earlier, I've hardly ever seen any villagers up here. Now we've come out of that other exit of the maze, and we're going to head just down here past this spooky little ghost here and cotton candy machine, and we come to the pumpkin pond. Now everyone seemed to really like this one when I posted a picture on Instagram. It's been here for quite a while. I think it's like one of the first things I actually built just randomly. I was like, oh, have a try, have a practice, see if I can make a cute pumpkin pond or something, and it turned out really well, and I'm really happy with it, and it kind of just stayed there really. And now back at this maze exit here, I actually have a little stall, and ignore the bells that I just dug up, I didn't realize they were there. But we got a little pumpkin stall, and there's some candy on there as well, and it's very cute. I love how this whole area came out really. But we will continue the tour now. We are going towards the Able Sisters area. Just got to get my little spooky bucket out again, and as you can see, I made kind of a land bridge kind of here. I love the view from it. It's really cool. You know, it's quite simple view, but I'm very happy with how it's come out. And there's some cute little benches here, and we got a little bike and a scooter, and here's the Able Sisters area. I was so happy with how this turned out. This isn't in a speed build video because it was such a small area and Nooks was such a big area, so I kind of couldn't put them together, but you know, it was too small to keep Able Sisters build on its own, so I just kind of built it off camera, and I really love how it's turned out. Now we're gonna head down this ramp right here, and this is kind of just like a transition area. I wanted it to be very overgrown, but also look like a little walkway, so that's why I used some of the plank codes and bone codes and stuff, just so it was kind of obvious that you could walk through there, but also it was unkept and overgrown. And that brings us over to the campsite area. And the theme for this area was that people used to come from here from far and wide to come and study in hopes of seeing the aliens. That was the theme we were going for this area. And I was obviously using a lot of green and a lot of sci-fi type items. Like here we got the little study table with the lab kit and the slime book. Does everyone remember the slime that we solved the mystery of where it come from in my campsite video? That was so fun. And over here we have the infamous robot hero. I love using this item. If you do get a chance to get your hands on one of these or build one yourself, definitely use it somewhere on your island. It's great fun, great interaction, and I love it. But if we just take a walk behind the campsite here, and oh no, it's a UFO, and here's an alien egg, and it's in slime. That's where the slime come from, everyone. I love this little storyline that I managed to put with my island. It's super fun. Maybe if you you guys are struggling to come up with areas or theme for areas, maybe make a storyline for your island or a storyline for a certain area. It can really help your imagination just run wild. We are going to carry on the little tour of the campsite area though, and this was kind of just an extension onto the campsite. I wanted to use a little camper van, so you know, it looks like more people have come to study these aliens, not just people staying at the campsite up there. No, people have traveled with their little campers to come and figure out where these aliens and UFOs are coming from, and maybe even communicate them, get themselves a slime egg or two. See, I love coming up with these little stories for areas around my island. It's so much fun, and it can make it seem really cute, and I don't know, I just love doing it, I guess. So we've just finished looking around the campsite area, and we're now walking into Tabby's area. Now for Tabby's area, I wanted to give her a little pumpkin farm because Tabby looks like a pumpkin in my eyes. She looks like a little jack-o'-lantern. I love her. I'm obsessed. I know a lot of people can be put off by maybe her grin, but I just think that just adds to her personality. She's a cute little jack-o'-lantern kitty cat. Ooh, this is a really nice place to take some photos when you come visit my island, or you know, just come and sit there, enjoy the view and the ocean and the pumpkins, of course. And now we're going to take a walk onto Tabby's beach area, and I've kept the orangey theme going on with the pumpkins and everything. We used the spooky table. I really love how her beach turned out. It's probably one of my favorite decorated beach areas on this island. I normally hate decorating the beaches. They're normally so hard. I don't know how people are so good at it sometimes. And this is my little football pitch area on the beach. Instead of a ball, I decided to use a pumpkin because I thought it would be really funny. You know, it kind of sticks with the Halloween theme rather than using a football. And obviously being a KIDCORE island, we have to have a football pitch somewhere, right? Now this side of the beach, I didn't really know what to put in this little area, so I just put a lifeguard chair here really. And this cute little cat, and Lobo's come over to see the little cat too because cats are cute. I love cats. They're my favorite animal. But now that we've looked at the beach here at the front, we're going to carry on the tour. We're going to head back towards resident service area and check out the left side of the resident services. This is actually one of the first areas I built on this island. I did change it a little bit from what I built because I love just messing around and changing things up. I'm indecisive. But here's a little cave with spooky eyeballs into it. I used the frozen archway for that, and I think it looks really cool. The frozen furniture really adds a lot of colour to an area, and I'm obsessed with it. Now we have magicked ourselves back up to the campsite area because we're actually going to go and take a walk down the other side of this land sort of overgrown area that I built, and we get to some little cars here on the road. I love using these cars. They're great fun, and it's even funnier when the villagers go in and lay on them because obviously they make that honk noise, and it's just so cute and funny. And we've come to the carnival. This is my last speed build for this channel, so it was the last video I have done, so go check it out if you haven't. It was so much fun to build this area. As you can see, I've used lots and lots of colors and pumpkins, and it was just fun. It was just a fun build. Go check it out. But we are going to have a walk around the area right now, and we got the cute little teacups. Of course, you can't have a carnival or a circus area without the teacup ride. It's a must, right? It's like a tick. You have to have it. And here we have little Pietro's house. I gave him quite a cute, simple little yard, but made it really fun and colorful with using the Nova lights and the little star clock. And I'm really happy with how it came out. I've got a cute photo of me and him that I posted on my Instagram the other day, and it's so sweet. I love Pietro. He's such a little rainbow gem. I love him. Now we're going to carry on the tour of this little area, and this is where Pietro performs, and also occasionally Boo. When I was creating this area, I said I didn't want a very big circus because I just didn't have the room to do that, but I'm really happy with how this turned out as well. It's so much fun, and obviously I've dropped loads of sweets and star frags everywhere because that's what I do. I just drop them, and Isabel hates it. She'll never give me 5 stars, but I don't really care because I love this island. I love what I've done, and I love dropping stuff everywhere. Now, here we are in Boots' yard. I love Boots. Everyone who's followed along with my videos knows I've fallen in love with Boots. He's literally the cutest thing ever. I don't know what it is about him, but I just obsess. It must be the Booty song, right? He's become like a mascot of this channel. Well, this island anyway. I'm gonna miss not having him on my next island, but it's okay. We'll probably have him sometime in the future again. No doubt. And we're going to cross over this little log bridge here, and it takes us to Lobo's house, our little resident werewolf, who's constantly a werewolf apparently. He lives up here in the top corner of the map because he likes to be on his own. He likes to have his own space, you know, away from all the noise, even though just over that river is the circus. It's not going to be very quiet, is it? Oh, I love sitting on this little wild log bench here because you can just see the moon in the background if you look up behind his house. And I love that it just shines through and it's just cool. I love it. Oh no, he has a cauldron on his beach. What's he use that for? Cooking his vegetables. Anyone who's watching this video before watching Lobo's house build is going to just be like, what? Are you crazy? Yes, I'm crazy. It's fine. If you want to know what we are laughing or talking about, go watch that video. I recommend it. We're just going to carry on walking down Lobo's beach though. I actually managed to do this section now, which I didn't do on the video because Pietro's house was actually here and I hadn't moved it. But I just kind of gave him a little fishing spot here. So, you know, he can go fishing. He seems like he'd enjoy fishing. And then he can cook his fish, right? In his cauldron. So that's Lobo's yard area. We're just going to head back over this log bridge now, over the river. And we're going to walk downward towards this section here, which I haven't built on a video. And I don't think I've shown it off on Instagram yet. It's just kind of a little cut way to the beach down here. But I thought I'd show you because I have decorated it with pumpkins. As you can see, the campsite's just up there as well. And this actually leads you to a little area where you can come and just relax on the beach on your own, you know. Or bring a friend because there's an extra beach chair. Now just here I had this really large rock area and I just wasn't sure what to do with it, so I kind of just made it like an alien kind of beach. It's got like slime on there and weird shell things. Now we've just teleported back to the carnival area and we're actually going to take a walk down this way now. Let's spin that colourful wheel. What number are we going to land on? Spin, 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 spin. Now what are we going to land on? 5? Yeah, 5. I couldn't see if that was on 4 or 5, but it's on 5. Who guessed 5? Now, carrying on the tour, we're going to walk up this way, and here is a little van. It's a potions van, so make sure you stop up here if you need to grab some potions. This is got all your potion needs. I don't know who runs this. I'm guessing it's Kiki's, because she's a witch, right? She makes potions as well as candles. Now, we're carrying on the tour, and I've used some of those spooky eyes in the cave again. They're so, so cool. I love them. And just beyond that spooky cave area is my house. We have a car bed outside, of course, and I've decorated it with lots of pumpkins because I love pumpkins and Halloween, and it's just so bright. They're so bright, these pumpkins. I love it. Here's like a downward view so you can see the upper part of the house. I used frozen pillars and I popped some little spooky lanterns on top. They're really, really cool. I don't know if a lot of people realize that you can actually put items on top of the frozen pillars. You can't put them on top of the frozen arches, which is a shame. I tried. It doesn't do it. So, but you can put them on top of the frozen pillars, and I thought the pumpkins looked perfect there. We've just been to Red's beach there. Red is never going to visit this island because I've not upgraded my museum. You'll see that in a minute when we head over to the museum area. I left it at its first building stage, so not the tent, but the building. So there was the back of my house area. We're actually going to go inside my house next. I don't think I've shown anyone the inside of my house yet. No, but anyway, let's go and have a look, shall we? And here's the first room of my house. I've used a lot of the spooky furniture in here. As you can see, there's a lot of pumpkins everywhere. I also used the spooky wall and the spooky floor and the spooky rug. Like, that's a lot of the spooky word I just used there. And of course, I put a balloon in here as well because it gives it kind of that KIDCORE feel and also fun. Kind of like there was a little party in here or something. But we're going to take a look at another room now, just here on the left. And for this room idea, I wanted it to kind of look like the place where I go outside and carve my jack-o'-lanterns ready to put around the whole of Jellybean Island for everyone. You know, because it's Halloween, we've got to have jack-o'-lanterns made somewhere. I love how much they light up the room in the dark. It's so awesome. Now, in this room at the back of the house, I kind of wanted to make it look really, really spooky. That's actually a film projector shining its light towards us, and I think it looks really, really creepy and cool. I love it. And now, if you take a walk behind these bookcases, here's my secret lab area where I do some secret experiments. I'm not sure what, but we just use our imagination. And actually, if you stand in front of this film projector, it looks really, really spooky and awesome. A bit like a horror film, really. That's what I was going for this room. I wanted to make sure I did one spooky room, you know, because the rest is all a bit fun, KIDCORE. Now we are heading into the next room, which is a kitchen. And I used the spooky wall in here as well, and lots of the other spooky bits of furniture, as you can see. And did you know you can customize your refrigerator? I know, I can't believe it. Like, I've put those little window code on there, the spooky windows, on the black refrigerator, and I'm obsessed. I love it. Now we're in the next room, which is my bedroom. I've tried to make it look really, really fun and cutesy because obviously this is KIDCORE. This is a cute bedroom. I've used the crescent moon chair in the colour purple to match those frozen pillars there, and I'm obsessed. Overall, I'm really, really happy with how this little bedroom come out. I love how spooky and cutesy it looks at the same time. And of course, I've dropped things on the floor. You know me now, dropping those star frags and candy everywhere. Now, the last room of this house is downstairs, and this is the actual party room. It's a Halloween birthday party, everyone. For this room, I've used a lot of the birthday furniture as well as the spooky furniture. And I've got a little gift pile over there, you know, that's where all the birthday presents are. And of course, this is another room with dropped star frags and candy. I just do it everywhere now at this point, I think. And that's the tour of my house. We're going to carry on our tour outside, and we're going to take a little walk down this area here. I've kind of done a little neighborhood area here. I've used these wild log benches as like a wall as well. I think it'll come out really, really well. And that brings us to another villager house. Here we have the Electric Cherries who live here, and this is Static's house. He is the little purple squirrel of the band. And next door we have Cherry herself. Everyone knows Cherry. She's so fabulous, so amazing. I love her. And this is where they like to come and play their music sometimes. They've got little seats here for people to come along and watch them perform. And I really love how this area come out. It was so much fun to build as well. And you guys actually helped me choose a band name for Cherry and Static on Instagram. We all chose the Electric Cherries, and that is just an awesome name. Now, carrying on the tour, here we have Matilda's house. I gave her lots of arcade machines outside because she loves to collect arcade machines, hence why they're all in her front garden. And across from her house, I made a little kids park so her little Joey can come and play along here. And of course, a playground is a must-have for any KIDCORE island, as you know. Now, if we head up here behind Matilda's house, you'll come to the amazing, the cutest ever pie, Kiki's house. I love Kiki. She's my favorite. She's so cute, and I wanted to give her an amazing yard for that reason. She's our little resident witch. She's got her own little crescent moon chair, lots of pumpkins outside. I went with the green pumpkins mainly because they match her front door, and she also has this area down here on the beach where she makes candles. She is a candle maker in her spare time. That's her favorite hobby in the whole wide world when she's not being a little witch, and she can even camp out under the stars here on her little futon. I love how this area came out. I love giving her this little story that she's a candle maker as well as a witch. I love giving the villagers little stories, as I said earlier in the video. It can really help you build an area for them, and I love it. Now, carrying our journey on down the beach, we come to this little seating area here with our little spooky ghost, and this is somewhere for you just to come and sit and have a little party outside on the beach, you know, enjoy the waves, enjoy the sand. And we come to Pumpkin Trail down here. This is probably one of my favorite areas I built on this island. You can just run through all these frozen arches, and there's loads of pumpkins hanging, and you know, the spooky towers. I'm really obsessed with how this bit came out. I love it so much. All the colors are just so bright. It's fun. You must run through it. I recommend it. And when you get through the Pumpkin Trail, it leads you to the museum area, but we'll have a look at that in a second. We're just gonna look at this little spooky table I've popped here on the beach. It's just somewhere, you know, cute to sit, and I needed something to put in that beach area, so a table worked. And now here is the museum. I've used the frozen pillars there in the color orange. I think they look really good. Now, for this area, I was going for kind of a Day of the Dead vibe, and you know, the film Coco, that sort of thing. So I've used a lot of orangey colors and lots of like food and candles and stuff like that. And I love how this area came out. It was such a fun area to build. And there's our little witch. Hi, Kiki. Let's have a little dance. I love her, everyone. I recommend Kiki. Kiki is so sweet. She's a normal villager, so definitely get her. But yeah, back to talking about this area. I love how it turned out. It's very overgrown, but you know, there's lots of orange. When you look, you just see orange, and that's what I was going for, so I'm super happy with how it came out. Now, onto the beach we go. I put a little picnic down there on the beach, and there's a little vending machine and barrel, you know, just the standard beachy things that we all put on our beach. And I decorated my dock. I just put pumpkins in this frozen tree here. I think it looks really, really good. I'm super happy with it. Oh, and did you see that statue floating? That's actually the fake statue. I think it's, I don't remember what statue's called. If you know what the statue is called, let me know down below because I forgot. But if you have the fake one, if you tap it, it actually floats and it's really, really creepy and really cool. And the eyes glow on it as well. Now this here is Nan's beekeeping area, and it's Nan's because she actually lives over that little log bridge there. You'll see her in a minute in her little farm. She has a farm which actually grows fruit, but not just any fruit. She grows sour fruits. So don't trust her if she tries to offer you a raspberry or a strawberry because it's gonna be disgusting and sour. And here's her little house, and I love how this area turned out as well. I love how all the areas turned out, to be honest, on my island. Otherwise they wouldn't still be here. I would have knocked them down because why would I keep something I don't like? Why would anyone keep anything they don't like? But yeah, I really, really do like this little farm area I gave to Nan. And I believe that was the last big area on this island for us to tour today. So we're gonna head back over this little log bridge here and down this pathway. And I believe that's it, everyone. We've looked around the whole of Jellybean KIDCORE Halloween Island. Oh my gosh, everyone, wasn't that a journey? This island means so much to me and I had so much fun making it. And to everyone that has subscribed and followed along to my journey of creating this island, I cannot thank you all enough so much. I hope you really enjoyed this series and will continue to follow me on to the next series of videos for a new island, which I will reveal in my next video. I can't wait to show you all. But that leads us to our question of the day. What is your favorite film to watch on Halloween? Let me know in the comments down below. Mine has to be Hocus Pocus. I normally love watching horror films as well, but Hocus Pocus has a special place in my heart. I love that film so much. Now, as always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Come and join the Jellybean family, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!